Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino.
Well, we thank you for joining us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is Don Getling, Gino Fronti, and the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, where for the last 6 years we've been sharing with you what you need to know, want to know, should know about real estate, finance, our community, and so much more. And we make sure we bring on the best guests we can find. This is not just anybody who wants to show up on the show shows up. In fact, they can't even get into the Vault Media studio unless they know us.
But you can. You can go to donandgino.com, hit the live streaming button, and check us out here in the studio as we spend our Saturdays with you, making sure that we guide you to personal financial wellness. And we've been doing nothing different than that today. We've been talking about a lot of kind of opportunities and way to leverage this market, and I know we're going to continue doing that this segment.
Well, and we have to bring in real professionals because there's a big difference between order takers or people just trying to gain a commission versus someone who really cares. And I can guarantee you everybody we bring on this show and everybody that works for Skyline Home Loans cares about you, and as we do, and it's imperative because that's our reputation, it's our accountability to you over the last 6 years, and why there are over 1,000 YouTube videos, because we do video this show every single week, thanks to Furman back there and Jennifer back there running the controls for us, so that you can actually see these videos. You see Tony waving at you now, and our very handsome RENE ENRIQUEZ with HomeSmart are here to help educate you and inform you so that you're in the know. And we also have America's Professional Resource Group, which is the best professionals we can find in any category in Santa Cruz. We're talking any insurance professional. We're talking attorneys, trust attorneys, college planners, elder care, in-home care.
I mean, really, you got to go to the
solar,
website.
you name it. We've done it. We bring them in and we grill. We grill them. We even had the Solar Smackdown. We had a couple of them.
We did. We had two solar guys, and we were trying to figure out who was better for us to honestly be able to recommend. Wow. We have to believe in everybody that's in the show is a trusted resource, and so.
And everybody we've used.
Yep.
Every single person that we found out to be the best of the best are now our trusted resource. So go to aprgi.com. aprgi.com is in America's Professional Resource Group, Inc. And you'll see all the great professionals, all their information. Plus, you can click on our magazine. We actually have our own magazine, which has articles in it. No ads, just articles from the professionals that are going to educate you and inform you. And there's also some great entertainment. I mean, shoot, Salt Creek even gave up their Chilean sea bass recipe. How do you get that?
I don't know, but you still got to go buy sea bass, which is expensive. I think it's easier to just go to Salt Creek.
I do. That's what I do. All right. So today we've had the pleasure of sharing some great inside information of how to be successful in this very challenging real estate market today. And it's a great real estate market. Let me clarify that. It's a great real estate market. But it's also challenging because we don't quite have enough inventory for the pent-up demand after 10 years of, everybody waiting to get back into the market. But luckily, Tony Valdez, one of our top mortgage professionals, love Tony, and everybody trusts Tony. Trust in Tony. I love that saying. And his partner in crime here, Mr. RENE ENRIQUEZ with HomeSmart, the #1 individual HomeSmart real estate professional in 2016 out of 200 real estate agents and the fastest growing real estate agency in town and in the nation. Nicely done, RENE. You should be very proud.
I am very proud. A lot of hard work, but yeah, it's been a phenomenal year. It's been incredible, to be honest. A lot of people are in homes, and a lot of people were able to move away or move into town, and it's been fantastic.
All right. I mean, ultimately, that's what it is, right? I mean,
Right.
The accolades, the numbers, that means you helped a lot of people.
Right.
You help them with their goals, and real estate goals sometimes can be quite lofty. People have serious real estate goals. I talk about it recently. One of the difficulties we have in the real estate market is people saying they can't afford to get into the real estate market. And what I try to make sure is that when I'm consulting with the buyer, that to make sure that their needs and wants are kind of in line with what they can afford. And I know Tony does the same. It's like a lot of times people have these huge aspirations. They want to move out of a 2-bedroom apartment into $1 million mansion. It's like, well, why? Let's just get in, level number 1, and then you'll be able to move up. That's the beauty of homeownership is it does usually afford you the opportunity to move up.
Right. All right. As a team, you guys are a phenomenal team, and Tony Valdez, RENE ENRIQUEZ. Give us an idea of how you are successfully helping sellers, then we'll jump into how you're helping buyers. John, let's start with your sellers. How are you helping them sell their home for top dollar?
Well, it's all about presentation. For me, when it comes down to their home, and unfortunately, what I'm seeing sometimes, they're selling themselves short, especially like they're for sale by owners, or sometimes their home is not even. You can get a lot more for your house, and the pictures are not looking great, and maybe you don't have a home stager that walks in. I mean, I have a group of people that actually come in, and they really look at this place and say, okay, how do we make this place even look better? It looks great, but let's make
More
it look
presentable,
more
more-
presentable. So I need a group of professionals around me. So not just my lender needs to be professional, but everybody else, right? So from photography to stagers to you name it. I mean, gardeners. If I need to freshen up the front yard, the backyard, whatever we feel. And see, the thing is that in order to do a good job at being, listing a property, you have to understand what the buyers are really looking for. So by having buyers and walking with them and going to networking events and caravans, not only do you see what the agents think about the property, but then, you're showing property, you know what the buyers are thinking about the property. So I bring all that information to the table. So you might be very crazy about, you love your granite counters, but I can tell you, man, that was sold 2 years ago, and most of these buyers are probably not going to like it. But those are little minor things. But it's all about presentation and networking. Making
But you
sure.
just also mentioned that you're honest. You actually tell them what they may not always want to hear, but what's going to help them get top dollar and sell their home quicker, correct?
You mean those blue
Absolutely.
and pink tiles don't work anymore?
No, they don't.
But that was quick.
Yeah. But it's being honest with them, and understanding. When you meet sellers, the house down the street sold for XYZ, but then you have old tile and you don't have a pool in your backyard. So I try to showcase what I know, not only just data, but the trend, the pulse, what's going on out there, and how.
Well,
is
you
your
also
home?
know the houses around the surrounding
Right.
area, which
Absolutely.
is key.
Huge.
You know
key.
what the difference is. Yeah, you think you can sell it for this, but that home has XYZ versus
Absolutely.
your home. Or your home can actually sell for more than you thought because your home has XYZ. The other
Yes.
home did not, that sold.
Well, especially
Absolutely.
because that person's probably not been in the home. There's a good chance you actually walk that home.
Yes, and I've seen it.
You've seen it. You know the differences.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time previewing properties, making sure that I understand, what made that one sell more, or I just want to know more about it. I'm always practicing and trying to get better at what I do, and so that way I can bring all that knowledge to the table with
I
my.
love that's good for your buyers and sellers. You
Yes.
preview properties, and then you align yourself with one of the best lenders in
Absolutely.
town, which is imperative. Does that help your business or not? I mean, come on.
Absolutely. I mean, we were in the topic earlier, and where you were saying when you make that phone call, nothing makes me feel better too when I make that phone call because I'm submitting an offer and I want to talk to the other agent. And 9 times out of 10, when I say Skyline and I'm working with Tony, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
them. We're good. All right, good. We have. It's like the conversation just changed. It's like, oh, all right, cool. They know them. They're not saying, oh, really? They're gonna have to double lap with my lender, yada yada yada. Because again, we're also in a very niche market too, as well, and everybody knows kind of each other, so we know who can complete the task or not. So
Well, I'm going to throw this back. Tony, how nice it is to work with a professional agent because we know the difference of sometimes agents can be challenging or not professional. How nice is it working with a great professional like RENE Enriquez?
Oh, it's a tremendous pleasure. Talk about having the full confidence in knowing that you're working with a professional that knows his side of the ball game is a game changer. I mean, he's a true professional who is really plugged in and connected, and it makes my job a lot easier to do it. Because as a trusted advisor, I have to recognize that not all clients, not all loans, it's not a one-size-fits-all, right? So I have to take care of my part, and at Skyline, we do a great job with making sure that we put the client's interests first, and same thing with Rene. I know that he's always putting his client's interests first ahead of his, and making sure that he tells the client the true story like it is. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's great to be upfront and working with a true professional like Rene.
All right. Unfortunately, we have to. It's always sad for us to leave you on this Saturday.
Could have gone for 10 more segments.
Easy. You guys are great. All right. RENE Enriquez, the #1 individual HomeSmart agent for 2016. How do they get a hold of you, buddy?
661-565-4979. That's my cell phone. They can text me there, or you can go to www.renerealty.com and you can get a hold of me.
All right, Tony, how do they get a hold of you?
Tony Valdez, 818-424-2607.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Great information, and hopefully a lot of you paid attention. If not, reach out to RENE ENRIQUEZ or Tony Valdez, because you'll be glad you did. They are two top stars, and they will help you be successful in a very challenging market.
All right. Just like we said all this year is take action in 2017. We'll be back next Saturday.
Thank you, guys.